Welcome to this executive briefing on the entitlement labor theory. In this presentation, we explore how this strategic doctrine is reshaping the foundations of value creation, redefining talent ownership, and transforming capital allocation within the modern autonomous enterprise. Discover a new perspective on how organizations can build sustainable advantage by understanding the evolving relationship between contribution, entitlement, innovation, and long-term value creation. This framework challenges traditional assumptions and provides leaders with a forward-thinking approach to designing the organizations of tomorrow. We are witnessing a paradigm shift. While the traditional labor economy views talent as an operational cost, the entitlement architecture asserts that highly specialized talent holds a fundamental claim over intellectual capital, transforming the way organizations approach talent management. Several powerful forces are driving this transformation. First, digital asymmetry is changing the way value is created by giving specialized professionals direct access to advanced tools and resources that were once controlled by large organizations. Second, knowledge is becoming increasingly independent from traditional corporate infrastructures, allowing expertise and innovation to move beyond the boundaries of the enterprise. Finally, the mobility of capital enables organizations and investors to rapidly redirect resources toward emerging models that reward agility, specialized skills, and new forms of value creation. Together, these forces are accelerating the transition toward a more autonomous and intelligence-driven business ecosystem. This theory is built on four fundamental principles. First, the principle of performance self-sovereignty, recognizing that individuals who generate exceptional value should have greater ownership and influence over the outcomes they create. Second, the principle of non-coercive capital transfer, encouraging value distribution models based on voluntary alignment rather than traditional dependency structures. Third, the imperative to correct compressed compensation, addressing situations where specialized expertise and contributions are not adequately reflected in financial recognition. Finally, the principle of sustainable value lock-in, ensuring that the value created through talent, innovation, and intellectual capital remains protected and continuously strengthened over time. Empirical evidence reveals a growing gap between the creation of intellectual value and the evolution of traditional compensation models. As specialized knowledge becomes a primary driver of competitive advantage, many organizations are facing a disconnect between the impact generated by high-value talent and the financial recognition provided in conventional structures. This widening gap highlights the need for a new approach, one that better aligns contribution, expertise, and long-term value creation within the modern enterprise. The talent matrix identifies four distinct quadrants, with the entitled specialist positioned as the central pillar of this framework. This category represents highly specialized individuals whose expertise, innovation, and intellectual contribution create significant strategic value for the organization. To recognize this level of contribution, the model proposes the development of specific ownership and rights structures that align talent, intellectual capital, and long-term value creation. The results are measurable. Organizations adopting this approach can achieve a 3.4x increase in innovation speed, elite talent retention rates reaching 88%, and a significant improvement in EBITDA margins through enhanced operational efficiency. These outcomes demonstrate how aligning specialized talent with value creation strategies can strengthen organizational performance, accelerate growth, and create a more resilient enterprise model. This section explores the theoretical architecture behind entitlement labor, examining the fundamental legal, economic, and governance mechanisms that shape this emerging model. We will deconstruct the core principles that support entitlement-based systems and analyze how they redefine ownership, accountability, and value distribution within modern organizations. The foundational pillars include the acquisition of verifiable expertise, the sovereignty of intellectual property rights through royalty-based structures, and a dynamic approach to correcting profit distribution. Together, these principles establish a framework where specialized talent is recognized not only for its contribution, but also for its ongoing role in creating, protecting, and sustaining long-term enterprise value. When comparing the traditional corporate model with the ELT model, we move from a conventional employee-subordinate relationship toward a capital partnership relationship. In this new framework, governance evolves through a value creator council, where those generating strategic, intellectual, and economic value participate more directly in shaping decisions, ownership structures, and long-term organizational direction. The quantitative impact is significant. The model demonstrates a 185% increase in intellectual property returns, a substantial reduction in voluntary attrition, and capital efficiency levels that outperform traditional industry benchmarks. These results highlight how aligning ownership, talent contribution, and value creation can generate stronger organizational performance and more sustainable competitive advantage. Capital allocation is restructured to support these principles. Under this framework, 40% is dedicated to the Intellectual Property Ownership Reserve, 30% is allocated to the Talent Profit Participation Fund, and the remaining capital is distributed between institutional foundations and operational infrastructure. This approach creates a more balanced ecosystem, where intellectual assets, talent contribution, and organizational capabilities are aligned to drive sustainable value creation. The transformation engine follows 4 key stages. First, a comprehensive talent audit identifies specialized capabilities, intellectual contributions, and strategic value creation opportunities. Second, intellectual property ownership is decoupled from traditional structures, allowing value rights to be more clearly recognized and protected. Third, performance returns are integrated into the framework, aligning contribution with measurable outcomes. Finally, the ecosystem is scaled globally, expanding the model across markets, organizations, and emerging business environments. A case study of a software architecture firm demonstrates the potential impact of an ELT restructuring. Following the implementation of the model, the company recorded 0 voluntary departures among its top-performing talent over a 24-month period, while generating $140 million in new revenue. These results illustrate how aligning specialized expertise, ownership principles, and value creation strategies can strengthen retention, accelerate growth, and enhance long-term enterprise performance. In summary, the implementation roadmap is structured across quarterly phases, moving from initial assessment to governance deployment. Each stage is designed to ensure a controlled transition, aligning talent strategy, ownership frameworks, and organizational structures for a sustainable adoption of this new model. This phased approach enables long-term integration while building the foundations required for a resilient, scalable, and future-ready enterprise ecosystem. This section addresses enterprise risk alignment. To secure this transition, organizations must adopt robust dual licensing frameworks, protect board-level governance control, and proactively manage cultural resistance and market volatility. A successful implementation requires balancing innovation with strategic oversight, ensuring that new ownership models strengthen organizational resilience while maintaining stability, accountability, and long-term enterprise value. As our managing partner emphasizes, capital without elite cognitive talent remains inert. The organizations that successfully master this theory will be positioned to shape the dominant market advantages of the next half-century. By aligning intellectual capability, ownership principles, and strategic capital allocation, these enterprises will define the future landscape of value creation and competitive leadership. For the Board of Directors, our recommendations include an immediate audit of talent vulnerability, the restructuring of intellectual property agreements, the establishment of a performance reserve, and the engagement of specialized advisory support to oversee this transformation. These actions provide a structured pathway to strengthen governance, protect strategic assets, and ensure a successful transition toward a more resilient and value-driven enterprise model. In conclusion, the transition toward an entitlement-based work architecture is not simply a passing trend, it represents an economic imperative. Organizations that successfully embrace this transformation will gain unprecedented market authority by aligning talent ownership, intellectual capital, and strategic value creation. The enterprises that adapt today will be the ones shaping the competitive landscape of tomorrow. For any questions or advisory inquiries, please feel free to contact us directly or explore our specialized resources across our dedicated platforms to gain deeper insights into these executive frameworks.